It called to be touched, the strong jawline of her 19-year-old son. Her own cheeks no longer held the beauty of youth, reflecting instead 52 years of hard-scrabble existence. Tucking wayward strands of whispery gray hair behind her ear, she resisted the urge to touch, to stroke the youngest of her boys. He wanted none of that, had asked her point-blank not to. He needed to see strength now, and she would give that, as she always gave, whatever was needed. "It's fitting you." Jane was free to admire her needlework. He wouldn't deny her that. The alterations she had so painstakingly made to the dark blue jacket, the trousers of a lighter hue. She gave a final tug on the jacket sleeve, pulling it over the cuff of the muslin shirt. "Much better. Don't know how them Union men measured you." "Who can measure a beanpole? Can't stretch it out far enough and it keeps on growing." Frank Stallcup grinned at his younger brother Sam. "You do look the part. Maybe it'll even get you a woman." "Don't need no woman," growled Sam. Jane shook her head in Frank's direction. "I reckon he don't need no woman. Not yet, just 'cause you went and wed too young." 20 ain't too young, Ma," Frank replied. "You think we're still boys." "You wasn't near 20 when you were married. Besides, you'll always be my boys." Jane's mind wandered to that now unforgettable family meal. Charlie, Sammy, the girls, herself, when Sam had spoken his mind about enlisting. He was so sure about the rightness of it all, so sure of his manhood. "Don't call me Sammy, Ma, not no more." Her mind wandered to thoughts of Emmer, Sammy's father, her own first husband. "He's just like Emma, even though the boy never knew his father to learn a thing about being a man." She looked proudly at Sam. "Emma would have gone, I know that. Emma would have talked to duty and honor, and he would have gone." Sam shifted restlessly from one foot to the other, as if trying to break in his newly issued army shoes. He adjusted, for the umpteenth time, the knapsack and haversack that were bearing down on his shoulders. "You ready?" he asked his brother. "Are you?" replied Frank. "If you're finished pawing around, then let's go." He threw another mischievous grin his brother's way. "You don't need to wear all that stuff in the wagon, Sam. We can toss it in the back when I haul you to the landing. Unless you want to stand up with your foot on the backboard so as everyone can see that new uniform." Sam glared at his brother, momentarily irritated. "Aren't you the jokester?" he growled. Then he punched his brother playfully on the shoulder while letting the pack thud to the floor.